So, this here is a 1968 383 that I purchased a while back for my 1971 Roadrunner Project clone. And I bought it as a running driving engine. So I decided to take it apart and found quite a few secrets within. First off, as you can probably see from the video, these cylinder walls have a fair amount of rust in them. Every single one of them. And second of all, I actually, when I bought it, got a wrench on the crank bolt and it turned over fine. I didn't think much of it. I bought it complete. Heads, valve covers, intake, oil pan, timing chain cover, water pump housing, the whole deal. It was pretty much complete aside from some minor externals. But I was turning it over, and after I got the intake off, I realized the cam's not turning. So, took that front cover off, and no timing chain or cam gear or anything. So long story short, I bought what was told to me as a running driving 68 383, which is at this point no more than a rebuilder, as you can tell by the amount of rust inside of this engine. But before that, I didn't think much of it. Somebody clearly painted this engine fairly recently, and I realize as we look over here at the heads that there's blue everywhere. Some guy probably rattle canned this without the valve cover even on. Take a look at the other one here. There's just blue paint everywhere. And it's pretty clear to me that this was just a simple pull something over on somebody, but it wasn't the guy that I bought it from. Bought it from a friend of mine, but he bought it in a collection. Therefore, I'm not really upset about it, but overall, you just gotta make sure whenever you're buying something, any kind of part, anything that moves, just inspect it further than I did. I didn't take a single bolt out of it when I bought it. It's been sitting on the shelf for quite a few months now. Haven't done anything with it. And as a result, it's been sitting, gathering some rust, but obviously it had previous damage. Overall, best thing to learn from this is check what you're buying before the final deal is made. Now, I'm just going to focus on the heads here for a minute, just standard 906 heads, but I'll show you what I found when I took it apart. Alright, so I got the heads over here on the shelf. Let's take a look at this one first and you can see the amount of damage that has been done. There is a lot of rust on these heads. You can see, standard 906, nothing special. Doesn't break my heart if I don't use these, but still sucks when you buy a running driving engine, supposedly, and you get stuff like this. Look at the other one. Not any better. Actually worse in some spots. I mean, they're definitely salvageable. There's nothing that can't be fixed when it comes to these. But it's still, it just sucks when you're expecting a drop-in engine and you get stuff like this. The major thing that made me want to tear this engine apart in the first place is the fact that I had taken the intake off and I was turning over the crank and the cam was not moving. So I knew immediately that there was an internal problem. And it wasn't really that big of a problem, but as you can see, there's no timing chain, no timing gear, nothing. I think somebody took this apart at one point and just slapped it back together without even thinking about it. There's a fair amount of oil on some of this, but when I went to drain it, not a drop came out of the oil pan. But overall, just let this be a lesson to watch what you're doing. I mean, when you buy a part that doesn't work, you kind of only have yourself to blame. Because 9 times out of 10, you didn't check. So, this engine was going to be what was going into my 71 Roadrunner, and it might one day, but as for right now, there's too much of a cost for parts to build this one the way it is. I don't know if the video showed it earlier, but when I had this flipped the other way, there was quite a bit of ring ridge. I catch my fingernail on that all day long. It was substantial. So, anyways, not a whole lot left to say when it comes to that, but these are the valve covers that came with it. Just standard stuff. I was told originally that it was a 69 HP out of a Roadrunner, and was later told that this was in a 69 Roadrunner, but it's just a 68 two-barrel that somebody put a 4-barrel intake on. So, I don't know, let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Hit the like if you liked, and subscribe for more. One thing I will be doing in an upcoming video, I don't know when, but I will be doing it soon, is as you can see, I got another 383 right here. I got a heck of a deal on this, but this, I was also told, was a 69 HP 383 out of a Roadrunner. And this is a 1970 383 two-barrel that somebody put a 4-barrel on that was in a 69 Roadrunner. Still got a heck of a deal on it. Not too worried about where this one's gonna go. I was told it's stuck, so probably gonna do a video tearing this one down and seeing what the cause of the problem is. But anyways, that's it for now. Like if you liked, subscribe for more. See you guys later.